Hey, this is Robert with a automotive quick tip. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Look at there. It says Volvo. Doesn't look like it's on here long. Pulley's nice and smooth. Clutch gap, maybe a little bigger than it should be. But I'm going to roll with it. Yeah, that clutch gap is kind of big. I might pull this pulley off and adjust this clutch gap. Let me try that. Knock that bolt out of there. See if I get this pulley off and get that clutch gap down a little bit. I just checked one of my videos and it said this gap should be between 0.3 millimeter and 0.5 millimeter. So I'm going to measure with a gauge. That's also 0.012 to 0.020 inches. So I'm going to check this gap, and if it's not right, I'm going to try to pull this pulley off, remove a couple spacers from it, put it back on so I can get this gap right. Shouldn't start with a messed up gap. Well, it's official. This gap gauge, 0.55 millimeters, falls right down in there. So I'm going to try to pull this off and do it the right way since the compressor's out on the bench, you know. Let me go get a tool and get that off. Looks like a 10. I got the center screw out of the compressor clutch. People say you can screw a certain size screw in these holes and back that off of there. So let me find out what size screws those are and see if I have any. I could pull this clutch off of here, because right now it's not sliding off easily. I'm not sure what size screws these are. I'm going to put a vice grip on them and try to tap this thing off of here. Try to pull it off with that. So I don't think my puller will grab that and push that in. So we'll see here in a second. So I'm trying to tap this off of here. Not having any success. Let me ask a couple of guys what's the best way to get this thing off of here. The proper way to do this is to pull the clutch off. You got these I think 6 screw holes here. You put some studs in there. Then you put a longer bolt here. I'm not sure what M that is, maybe an M7. You leave it sticking out, and then you put the plate, make a plate kind of just like this, or you could get one of these old ones and open up the holes a little bit, put nuts on there, and drive this in until it pulls this center plate out, because that bolt is there. It'll pull it out. The bolt's not all the way in. It'll pop it off. Then you'll get a couple washers. You take a washer out and fit it in there, but it's best to measure it first and then measure the washers you're removing. So right here I have 0.85 centimeters. It should be 0.3 to 0.5. So I got 0.85. So I need to close that gap. I'm going to use some small zip ties. The problem with some zip ties are that they melt, because these compressors, they get hot and they melt the plastic. So it's best to find some that won't melt, but these are too big. These are probably a little on the small side. So I'm going to install a couple of these around there and see where my measurement goes. The best way to open this up, to put these in here, is put a screwdriver like this, kind of a sharp tip screwdriver. Put it right there near the line around there. Get it in there and just twist a little bit like that, and you see it opens that up. And then just slide the zip tie in there. Nice, quick, and easy. So let me slide a few zip ties around there and then remeasure. The small zip tie is leaving me at 0.6 millimeters. I want to get tighter than that, so I'm going to find something else to put in there. This big zip tie, I could put it part of the way. It has a granulated thickness. If I put it all the way in, it's too tight, it's all the way closed. But if I stop it before it gets all the way in, it's good. So I usually do that, but I can only find one of these zip ties right now. I need 3 of them. I took 3 of these electrical connectors, pushed them in as far as that little hole, and that seemed to get me where I want to be. So I got one there, one there, one there. I'm assuming they're going to stay in. This thing pulls in and out, but I don't think it'll kick those things out. I'll find out later. If so, I'll hopefully find my zip ties by then and zip them in there. But right now I'm at 0.3. 0.35 is real tight. 0.3 goes in pretty easy. So I should be good to go. Here's 0.35. It gets it in a little bit, but it gets pretty tight. So we're going to call that gapped. Go ahead and get this thing installed. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.